shout out to the plug. Shout out to Plug Life for keeping us in the loop. Duke Dennis responds to Bruce Jarmoff's ex and FaZe Banks. Put simply, I heard that Bruce's ex didn't take too kindly to the eloquent words of one Duke Dennis. The issue with that is that Duke ain't saying nothing wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I largely agree with basically everything that he said. So her to take issue with it at all is kind of crazy. Her feeling like she can have an opinion on that sort of thing. You know what? She can have an opinion. I'm wrong. She can have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? But he said nothing disrespectful. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't even think that they've ever met in real life. Like I think he probably met FaZe Banks in real life. But in what world does he see? Does he meet Duke's? Or does he meet Bruce's ex girlfriend, or when she was his girlfriend at the time? Like when would they have met for real? Like they don't dominate the same spaces, and to the point where I don't even think he knows her. He knows what her name is for real. Like I don't know what her name is, and I used to watch Bruce a little bit. Uh, I just know that she's a decent looking Asian girl. Like that's the entire crux of who she was. But neither here nor there, man. We gotta hear what they gotta say, hear what both parties say, break it down ourselves.
Camera. There's no problem to be on camera. You think it's a problem to be on camera for me? No. If I wanted clout, I would get my clout. I don't care for clout, bro. So it's the fact that you're calling me dumb, I have no self-respect, and all this other is false. The fact
I'm
that
gonna stop right there. So he never said she was dumb and had no self-respect. He gave her the either or. He gave her like it was like three choices. It was like you're trying to get back at Bruce, you're allowing yourself to get used, so you have no so you don't have self-respect in this situation because you're allowing yourself to be used as a pawn, or you're dumb. It was three options. He wasn't labeling her all three. He was giving her one out of the three. So her claiming two out of three. Hey, if the shoe fits, wear it, Cinderella.
you even brought this up was just out of
Why wouldn't he
everyone,
talk
I
about
never
it?
expected you, of all people, to bring up more drama and more fuel to the fire when you had no right or no place for yourself as a grown man to even speak on a.
He's a streamer in the content creator space. Of course, he's gonna have an opinion on it. Of course, he's gonna have thoughts about it. People are gonna ask him about it. He's just supposed to say, "Decline to comment." This is not a sports media show. This is not, this isn't a press conference. Like that's not what streamers are really here for. They're here to talk about stuff and discuss stuff. And what he said wasn't outwardly disrespectful in any way. Like he wasn't cussing you out, calling you out of your name, or nothing like that. So, ah,
Situation that doesn't pertain to you, bro.
that's
That's
fair
what
though.
I'm
It
saying.
did
You
not
can even say
have a lot
you
to do
can
with
even
him.
talk to me directly as a person and say my name, Dana, and say you're calling me Bruce's ex,
I did not know
and
her
you
name was Dana.
I didn't.
only think of me as his property in the same way the internet does, bro. And that's up. Because you
We
never
don't
met me a day in my life before,
we
bro.
don't think of her as property. I didn't think she was property. I don't think Duke was referring to her as property. The simple fact of the matter is she just doesn't have a name for herself. Gun to the back of your head, name one stream she was in. What is her channel? What is she known for doing? What is her lifestyle like? What does she do? 99.9% of people that watch any streamer on the platform can't tell you that. I'm pretty sure most of Bruce's fan base couldn't tell you what she does, like lifestyle wise. And even if we knew, like I used to watch Bruce a little bit here and there, but like it was never a thing of it. It never fit. It never looked like she was equal to him. There was never that sort of vibe. She wasn't even also a content creator. It wasn't like, she was a Valkyrie tier streamer that happened to be dating Bruce. So they were like, we knew both of their names because they both did the same thing. I have no idea what she did. So her sitting here and being surprised that we don't know what her name is and referring to her as Bruce's ex, we refer to you as the more famous person's individual, whatever your relationship was with them. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be a friendship. For example, they didn't just say Chris V when the scandal dropped with AMP. They said Kai Cenat's cameraman. It wasn't a disrespectful thing. It was just that's the easiest way to identify him. If I sit there and say, "Oh, you heard Dana went to the FaZe party," who the F is Dana? Who is Dana? We don't know. We don't. So the fact that she expected us to just like autonomously just like know that and know that's how she would like to be spoken on in that situation, it wasn't gonna happen. Sorry, sweetheart. It wasn't gonna happen.
Bro. And I know damn well if I met you, you wouldn't be saying that shit in my face.
Cap.
I know.
Cap. He would have said the same shit to her dead in her eyes. Dead in her eyes. Maybe he would have sweetened it up a little bit, but he would have given her the same premise. We're not gonna act like he's Two-Face.
All of your business. Have I ever said to you anything about he's saying saying that shit in my face. I know all of your business.
What business?
Have I ever
What
said to
business
you
is there to
anything
know?
about whatever the people say on the internet about you? No. I don't bring up your situations. So why speak on me,
What
bro?
situations
I
is
know
there?
all people. That's what I was saying to my friends. Why would he say something that was out of line like that,
It
bro?
wasn't a line. It was a critique.
Like,
It was a critique.
Okay, hold
Talk to her.
up. Okay, I'm not gonna get too deep into this.
Type.
One thing I will say is I didn't know your name. When you
I didn't either.
associated with someone as big as you are heavily associated with them, and you don't have any like name for yourself in the internet space and in the internet world, they will refer to you as the person that you are associated with.
The exact same thing, word for word, what I just said.
It wasn't disrespectful. I didn't know your name, so that's why everyone is referring to you as that.
Facts.
I won't apologize for speaking on it because
that's your job. That's what you do.
I spoke on like a lot of topics on the internet, not just this one. This wasn't the first topic I done spoke on, and this won't be the last. Whenever it come across my view, I'll give my opinion on it. Even if my opinion is wrong, even if my opinion is right, it doesn't matter. It's an opinion. At the end of the day, it's an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like assholes, everybody got one.
That's fact.
So I won't apologize for speaking on it because y'all pretty much brought it to the internet, and that's what the internet does.
Bingo.
When there's a public.
You put yourself out there. Don't be surprised when everybody has something to say about it, something to think about it, something to articulate to other people about it. Don't be surprised when you're the talk of the town. You got invited to the party. You showed up to said party. There's already beef going on. You knew there was beef going on between those two particular groups. So you can't be surprised when you get caught on camera and everybody sees you there and everybody's interacting with you that people decide to have opinions because they had opinions before and you just stirred the pot with your public appearance. Simple.
Like that. They speak on it. But I will apologize for calling you dumb. Like you said, I don't know you from a can of paint. So that was wrong of me to disrespect you like that.
I don't recall him calling her dumb.
I will apologize.
He says she might just be.
And I know a lot of people that give you hell on the internet and shit. I don't agree with the hell they've been giving you. They've been calling you dumb as well. Ugly. I don't think you ugly at all. You're not ugly at all. So you're not ugly. You're not dumb. So
smooth.
I apologize for that, but you got to understand where I was coming from. All right.
She's not going to.
The point of the opinion, it wasn't about Bruce and it wasn't about Banks. It was about me hoping that you understood what comes with your actions when it comes to the internet. Only thing I was saying was that based on the events that took place, you going to that party would
it was a bad look.
Make a lot of people have certain assumptions
about you.
You know, just based on how you move.
Facts.
That's it. That's all. If you can live with that, if you understand that, then that's on you. That's you. That's your business. But I think your anger is a little misplaced.
For sure.
I think your anger and the reason you mad and the reason you upset and who you should be upset with, I think it's misplaced towards me.
Picking Duke out
you don't
everybody
know
is
me
crazy.
And I don't know you, and I'm not the only nigga who spoke on this situation. I'm not the only nigga who did it. I won't be. I wasn't the first. I won't be the last. So I think the anger was a little misplaced. And I just didn't understand why you were so upset with me, because to you, I'm a stranger. Me and you don't know each other at all. I spoke on public information that y'all brought to the internet.
Facts.
And you was mad at me personally. I just don't understand that aspect of it, because like I said, me and you don't know each other, so I really didn't do anything wrong.
And that's actually a very good point. I wasn't even thinking about it that way. What's good, my boy? What's good, Diggs? Nah, the thing that really just doesn't make sense to me. I understand it in principle, but overall, if y'all don't know each other, he owes you no loyalty. There's no like required demand for what Duke has to do, right? Duke was cool with Bruce, all right, but the conversation and the entire sphere of things, besides, they already talked about the Bruce and FaZe Banks thing. Everybody already reacted to that. Now it comes to you because you inserted yourself into that conversation. As a grown woman, you decided that you wanted to go to this party that you were invited to, that you have no bearings with anybody there, but you went to the group that your ex-man was beefing with. Now, how they fell out doesn't even matter. but they fell out, right? That's what we understand. That's what we get. All right, cool. That doesn't change the fact that you shouldn't be sitting there putting yourself out there like that. You shouldn't be putting yourself in the line of, because as soon as you put yourself in the line of fire, you can't be mad with nigga. Shoot, you put yourself out there. You stepped out into the battlefield. Congratulations, you are now a casualty of war, or a potential one at least. And like Duke said, I wasn't even thinking about that, but if y'all don't know each other at all, like he said, why you jump at his neck? There's a lot of people that had an opinion about what you did. I had an opinion about what you did. Now, granted, Duke's a lot bigger than me. Obviously, he's a lot bigger than most people, but he's probably also not the biggest platform that ended up talking about the situation. So the fact that you just like jumping at his head that crazy, saying he was disrespectful, he was not disrespectful. He said he openly apologized for calling her dumb. I ain't hear him call her dumb. When I watched the clip back, literally yesterday when we watched it, he ain't call her dumb. He just openly said, you're either dumb, you don't recognize that you're being used, and there's a lack of respect for yourself because they're using you as a tool or a pawn in the situation, or it's really just F Bruce for you. Those were the three things he said. He didn't say all three. He said it could be, and then listed those three things. So he ain't call you dumb. He ain't say you was stupid. He ain't say you was trying to be disrespectful. He said those were potential opportunities, right? Just like when you get into an accident, I could have caused the accident, you could have caused the accident, or a third party could have. It doesn't mean all of them happened at once, though they could have. It's just a possibility. And she got to recognize that. That's all it is. That's it. That's all.
Like, to you, if that makes sense. But I understand why you upset, but I don't understand why you upset at me
to that degree.
Because
yeah.
And I don't feel like I said anything wrong except calling you dumb. I was
He
very
didn't call her
respectful
dumb,
about
though.
what I
That's the
said,
thing.
and I stand on what I said. I still feel that way. I just
Facts, as the queen say, as you should.
I just take the accountability on calling you dumb, and I had no right to do that because I don't know you. So,
niggas at the cup said she wants your attention.
Banks, me and Banks handled it off social media. I hit Banks up. I say, bro, why the fuck you responded to that, bro? You know what this shit's finna start. I shouldn't have responded to this shit. Let's go ahead and delete this shit, bro. Because me and Banks came to a realization that the topic and the situation is 100% irrelevant. It's not important at all.
A joke.
It's not, man, that situation, the whole situation is literally,
it don't matter.
Irrelevant. It's pointless. It was just an opinion, and everybody blew it up.
Yep.
Which is fine. That's what the internet do. So, the next time a topic like that slide across my desk, if I want to give my opinion on it, I'm gonna give my opinion on it. My opinion is not logged. My opinion is not stamped. It's an opinion. That's it. That's all. Y'all was mad at me for even speaking on it, but the shit is not one of those. It wasn't one of those topics where like it was niggas. Man, come on, man. Everybody had a take on that motherfucker, including me. So if you're gonna be mad at me, you gotta be mad at everybody else too, baby.
Nah, that's facts.
No cap about that. But I did see. Look, I did apologize to her way before she got on stream. And as soon as I entered the stream though, and I seen y'all put it on Twitter, and I seen all the responses, and I seen her tweet, I immediately DM'd her and apologized. I said like, hey, you should probably watch the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I meant no disrespect. And if you took offense to that, I apologize. I'm sorry. You have a great day. That's what I said.
Respect.
And also, last thing I say about it, she said something about she don't speak on my business or whatever they say about me on the internet. You can. That's what I think that's what she don't understand about the internet. It's like
if your business is out there, whether you put it out there, somebody else put it out there, guess what? It's out there. It's out of your control now. Once it's on the net, you can't take it back. It's there. If it's up there, it's stuck there. You feel me? So her saying that, nice. I appreciate the vote of confidence, right? But at the same time, you can talk about anything that the internet talks about Duke. Niggas be talking about how, oh, he got the most riz. Oh, can you teach me how to riz? Oh, you 30. Oh, you unk. Oh, you old. and then everybody else be glazing them, right? Those are the 3 or 4 main things about Duke that everybody talk about. There's nothing new. There's nothing off the wall. There's nothing crazy. That's just what it is. So I mean, if you feel a way about it, say something about it. You have every right to. I'm reacting to a nigga reacting to what you said. I don't matter. He don't really matter. None of us matter. We're just people. We just talking, baby. It's not that hard.
She wants to. If it's public, hard. She has every right to do this.
Yup.
The only difference is, would I respond to her? Like if she got on there and like, let's say none of this ever happened. If none of this ever happened, she never was upset with me. If she got on the internet and spoke on my business, would I be mad at her? Would I respond to her?
No.
And that's what it is. I mean, I think we all know that.
Yeah, we do.
You know, so that's just the difference. That's the
Diggs,
difference
talk to me.
Like
would you respond if somebody put your online business out there?
And whether you hate me, you love me, I'm going to tell you one thing.
You responding? You letting yourself be put out there?
Energy if you give it. So if people see that you bothered by, you know, information about yourself that the internet is talking about, yeah. The moment you don't give a fuck about it,
they don't care.
They won't give a fuck about
Bingo.
It. That shit won't pass just like goddamn gas.
Yo, that ain't cooking right now. I need them pants. Them pants hard.
Hey,
I don't love the whole fit, but I love them pants, boy.
Hey, okay.
That's what I need them.
Okay. Hey, no, that was off the top. That was off the top.
Bro said that was off the top.
Okay. All right, nah, no cap. I wish my homeboy was here because y'all would have been on the floor crying off that dumb ass corny ass shit. I wish my homeboy was right now with me because when I tell you me, Dave O'Dre, and Derek will be on the floor crying off that dumb ass shit. No bullshit. But it's funny because like they know. It's funny because they know. They know how like that hit my mind and hit my
as soon as it came,
came out. You know what I'm saying?
Type. Yo, Diggs, how you doing today, sir? How you doing today, my brother, or my sister? You could be either way. I can't tell, but your icon blue, so I'm guessing you one of the bros. But you know, that's that. That's the end of that. There should be no further response from either party. I'm not gonna lie. She shouldn't say anything publicly. That Duke said his part. He said that's the last thing he's gonna say. I believe that's the last thing he's gonna say. I think this is pretty clear, cut, and dry. And she didn't even address why she went there. That was the other problem with it. Like if she addressed, this is why y'all have a misconception about how I did what I did. I did da da da. I went there. I showed this. This was who I am. Then cool. It makes sense. It just makes sense. But she didn't even do that. She just sat there and tried to jump on Duke. Out of all people. Like, it wasn't, oh, she's on a tirade. She started listening off them. Him, her. Like, she didn't even do that. She just called out specifically him. Like, I guess maybe that's because, like, Bruce really looked up to Duke. And I know they had a cool little bond. And, like, Duke looked at him like he was a little brother or whatever. But, I don't subscribe to that. I don't understand. I don't understand the logic behind that one.